think they've done this on purpose actually. A lot of brands, I feel, have priced out a lot of us who have a budget of up to £1,000 or dollars. And let's be honest, that's a lot of money. £1,000 or $1,000 is a lot of money. But unfortunately now for these bags, it's not a lot of money at all, and you don't get much for it. Just a real quick one from me before we get started in this video. Luxury Promise have given me just recently a 10% off coupon code to share. It works on Hermes, it works on Chanel, it works on like handbags, shoes, jewelry, clothing, anything that has DXB or DBX in its title. So, and it's not commission paying, I'm just sharing it because they gave it to me and I thought I would share it. To get it to work, go and use the search feature on their website, type in DXB or DBX and see what comes up, and any of those things will work with the 10% off. It has been a long time since I've done one of these videos. We're going to be talking about, in my opinion, really good bags that are under £1,000. Now, things have changed over the years. I used to be able to do these videos and I could actually include like Louis Vuitton. I remember at one point the Chanel Mini Square was £1,800. I mean, I'm going back like 10 years here, but I remember that because I remember buying one for about that. It was either 1,800 or, no, I think it was 1,800. I remember, and that was a lot at the time, but it wasn't like astronomical like what they are now. But we're going to talk about some bags that I think are really worth you considering if you're on a budget of up to 1K. There are some brands here that you might not have heard of, or maybe you have heard of them, but you've never really thought too deeply about them. So we're just going to jump right in. The first is Aspenol of London. This is a brand I really like. My personal favourite bag from there is the Mayfair bag, but they also have, if you like the Chanel Classic flap, consider their Lottie bag. Now I just want to do a quick demonstration here. So I've got out my, this is the Lottie in the larger size. You can get this in quilted. So if you want that Chanel quilted look, go and check out this bag with the quilting. But look at the size difference compared to this is the jumbo, the Chanel jumbo or largest size classic flap. It's a very, very similarly sized bag. I would actually say it's the same size. So if you like the look of the Chanel Classic flap, but you are like, no, I'm not going to pay that money for it because it's so much money now, have a think about Aspenol. You can also get this bag in a smaller size, which obviously is going to cost you some like less money. And if you don't want anything this big, then that could be an option for you. But the leather on these bags is just so good. It's like, this bag is so supple. I actually got this bag back in 2017 and it still looks great. I use this a lot for work. There is no dye transfer on it. It's just that lovely supple leather, and on the inside it's got a rear pocket that's magnetic, opening and closing. And then to open the bag you flip this up, and then on the inside, what is on the inside? Oh, some tissue. On the inside it looks like this. So you've got a pocket at the back there, central zip pocket, and then a larger pocket on the front. Pollen, another brand that I actually haven't bought, but I really want to buy one of their bags, and I know the bag that I would buy. It would be the Numero Nerf, and I tried to buy one of these bags earlier this year, but whenever I go on their website, they're sold out of the colours that I'm into. They have got more seasonal colours like pastels or like yellow or lilac, but I really want more. I'd like a black colour or like a maroon, something more neutral, even though I do like brightly coloured bags. But that's a brand that I really think is worth us all looking into. I've heard good and bad about them, to be honest. I've had a lot of you have told me you've bought from that brand and that you've been really, really pleased with it. But I have had some of you tell me, actually, I haven't had the best experience. So I guess it just depends on the person that you talk to, but I think that's another really good brand. Coach. Okay, Coach. Let's talk about Coach. And Coachtopia. Coach, the tabby bag, is lovely. I love that bag. I love Coach. I've got really, really into Coach, to be honest, the last couple of years. I wear Coach bags and I don't feel such a target. They are still luxury, in my opinion, and one of you said this to me, particularly in the States. Coach bags, they're not cheap bags. You know, how much is the tabby? Depending on the size, around about £550. That's not cheap money. Compared to Chanel it is, but it's not cheap money. But Coachtopia is a sub-brand of Coach that I really like. Now this bag, this is the Jackie bag from Gucci, a bag that I'm really glad that I bought. I love this bag, I love the colour of it. But if you like this bag but you can't run to this, because this was around about 2,400 when I bought it, and now it's creeping up to 3,000. Consider Coachtopia, the Ergo bag. Similar, kind of similar. Both sort of like a hobo tote kind of bag. And if you're feeling like, because this was limited edition, I don't think you can get this anymore. This is matte leather with embossed cherries on it. I think you can still get the red version, but the pink version sold out real quick. But they also do this bag in so many other colours. So I got it in this caramel tone. They come with little charms on the side. That's all part of it. And this was $295. Well, actually, I got this in the winter sale and it was $147. So I got this colour and I also got lilac. But as I say, if you like the Jackie bag, if you like that silhouette but you don't want to pay that, then definitely have a look at Coachtopia. Longchamp, another really classic long-term brand, French brand, gorgeous brand. You can get so much from this brand for well under £1,000. I really like their leather pieces. There is, I'll put a picture of it in here, there is this bag which I have been eyeing up since last summer. Really gorgeous bag. But also if you have a lower budget than, because this is around about £500, if you have a lower budget, check out some of their canvas pieces like the Le Pliage range. So you know this like mini bag that they do? I bought this, I just showed this actually in the last video, but I bought this over the Easter weekend. And I bought it because was it the Easter weekend or the weekend after? I can't remember. But I bought it on flannels and I got it on there because they had a 20% off. So it took this down from $175 to $140. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I don't know. It comes with a crossbody strap inside the bag. Didn't come with a dust bag or anything, but apparently the canvas pieces don't come with dust bags, only the leather pieces do. I'm not sure how true that is. I should probably contact them and say, where's my dust bag? But this is a good brand. And I've reviewed Longchamp before and I can testify that their stuff is really good. So, and that bag, if you get the regular canvas version, it's only £80. I mean, and that's a designer bag, and people make them look lovely with like little twilly scarves over the top handle. You can do a lot with them, so definitely consider Longchamp. DEMELLIER is another really good brand. I've reviewed a DEMELLIER bag before. I was very impressed by their leather. Their leather quality is very similar to Lorna leather quality. It's kind of got this sort of texture to it. It's very smooth. It's really lovely. Their stuff's really good, and I'm always baffled by their prices. I think for under £500 you can get like a leather bag. I think it's under £500 from memory, but honestly, really genuinely recommend, a really good brand. And then finally, I want to talk about Gucci. So with Gucci, you can, I think they've done this on purpose actually. A lot of brands, I feel, have priced out a lot of us who have a budget of up to £1,000 or dollars. And let's be honest, that's a lot of money. £1,000 or $1,000 is a lot of money. But unfortunately now for these bags, it's not a lot of money at all, and you don't get much for it. And I think a lot of these brands made a big mistake when they started putting their prices up so much and not having products that were in that £1,000 bracket, because you lose your aspirational buyers, and those people make up a big proportion of your audience. Like if you think of how many people out there have, you know, up to that sort of budget to spend. I remember you used to be able to get like some Gucci bags, not the biggest bags in the world, and they were canvas, but you could get them for like £700–800. Now a lot of them are a lot more. And I think if you imagine how many people are going to spend up to 1K, that's a lot of people. And I know you're going to have people that will spend over that, and they'll spend like 7–8K on an exotic from Gucci. I get that. But think about the people that would be aspirational buyers. I think as soon as you lose that audience, you've kind of lost them forever. Well, anyway, I think that Gucci, what they've done here is they have come out with bags that are around about £1,000. Some of them, I'm going to show you some here. Some are going to be a bit over, but I want to show you what you can get if you're watching this going, Polene, Coach, Longchamp, Aspenol. It's not your Louis Vuitton, it's not your Chanel's, etc. If you did want something that does have that larger designer logo on it, then Gucci can be a good one. And I've got some Gucci bags, I really like them. I find that they're good quality, they stand the test of time, and I do recommend. So they are my favourite best items for up to and under £1,000. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you think I have missed any bags out at all, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.